well what I mean.
I do. But it's a dated colloquialism.
Are you in?
I'm loading, and then I still have to load the character.
Slowpoke? How am I in here and ready to go before you are?
Because you got out of bed an hour before I did.
Yeah, that sounds like a you problem.
Oh, don't forget to take pictures potentially of how you're geared out, so when it changes and you get reset, you can just go click, click, click.
I could do that, or, just hear me out, I could not do that, and then spend the next stream doing it.
And just rereading all of your skills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, they'll figure that out. So my talent thing seems stuck at like I switched traits to put a point in on my healing stuff, but now it's stuck at loading and it won't let me swap back. I did. Also, I didn't hear you on Discord. I also apparently only have 3 virtues slotted. Are you talking on Discord? Because I can't hear you.
My LOTRO was giving me
go.
issues, and so I don't think it was showing up.
There we go.
But yeah, you should slot more traits then.
Oh, that's probably because I swapped the swapped it out. Hey, Dill! Nice to see you, man. Been a bit. Okay, there we go.
Do a dance.
Oh, you're playing Swatter. Cool. I used to play that too. You know, years and years ago. Made it up through the end of the first expansion, and then, well, walked away because the personal reasons. So, Swatro. Hooray, you're here.
I'm here.
Busy. It's been very, very, very busy, Dill. Like, oh gosh, I can't even put into words.
Jingles is still jingling a bit louder.
Yep. But yeah, we've got our big upcoming VR event in a few. Yeah. No, it's been good busy. Like I was saying, we've got our big upcoming VR event in not next weekend, but the weekend after that. So I won't be here for that because I'll be living a little slice of my own personal hell going through that event. But that's a different story. And yeah, just big event planning like that. As you get closer and closer, it just gets more and more stressful to make sure that every single last thing that needs to be taken care of is taken care of. And so it's been busy. I mean, I'm not one to particularly enjoy doing big events like this. I'm also not one to particularly enjoy throwing them together on a 3-month time span from start to finish. So, yeah. It's been an experience. Not one I'm eager to repeat.
Don't just kill every horn.
No, I know. I saw. Only kill the black ones.
So just be careful with the tabs.
No, I know. I can read. Thank you.
Oh, that's a regular horn.
You attacked it.
I didn't even have it tabbed.
Yeah, it came after you.
I'm running away. I'm gonna let him reset. This one's black. How many do you have chasing you?
Apparently 2.
What colors are they?
Well, one is regular and one is black.
And I'm not hearing you on Discord.
Oh, one is regular, one is black.
Did you forget to push to talk?
I may have forgotten to hit my push to talk.
Alright, run!
Okay, I once again have a black horn chasing me. And I still, along with this regular horn. Gosh dang it!
Run this way!
I don't know which way is this way!
Minimap way! Look, follow me!
I kind of have 2 things on me at the moment, and I'm just doing all sorts of, you know, my old hunter tricks from way back in the day when you needed skill to play the class in WoW.
You might want to heal yourself a little bit.
I'm aware. I am well aware. This horn just does not want to get off of me. This is all your fault, you know. It started chasing you. Dill said that in the chat. He can confirm that it was chasing you before it went on to me. Oh, good.
How'd you draw aggro?
Because I saw it chasing you, and I thought it was a black horn, and that the regular horns weren't going to automatically attack us, but apparently I was wrong. And now I don't know how to get up from here.
Where did you go?
I'm down on the riverbed.
In a van?
No. Yeah, no, I don't live in a van down by the river. But well played. Gosh, that's such a funny bit.
Did you get off the riverbank?
No, I can't find a way up. If I have to milestone, I'm actually going to be kind of upset.
I hear you jingling through the leaves.
I think Dill's right. I basically did. No, I'm just in Fangorn. Ah, okay. There's a dock.
I see you swimming over there.
Yeah, hopefully this gets me out of here.
Yeah, just now you're in the Eastham net.
Yeah, well, hopefully there's a way I could get over to you, because I can't... Oh, wait, is that... Could that potentially do it? Because I don't know how to get out of this area. Wait, what the frick is this thing?
What's what thing?
There's like a giant. It's like a rope fence type deal that I just swam through.
I don't know.
Okay, well, okay. I think I escaped.
That was an adventure.
Hmm. Well, I went there and back again. It's time to write a book and be able to settle down in retirement and tell everyone of my adventure.
All right, watch out for horns.
I am not falling down there again. I don't want to go there, Jingles.
Does Jingles have a falling wish?
Well, he was kind of slipping.
It's like, that looks like fun down there.
Yeah, something like that. You wander far afield. I am called Blackthorn in the tongue of men. I have come here to see, what evils the orcs plan to bring to my corner of the forest.
We'll kill these horns right in front of him.
No, I mean, they're corrupted horns. They're not going to care. Like, he's not going to care. These guys will care significantly. Bless you. Now, little one, I see that you have discovered the black horns that have crept out of the heart of the forest. These are wilder than the wildest I have ever seen. They heed not my voice and threaten harm to all who live. Little elf, this black heartwood concerns me. No natural ailment afflicted it. I need more to study. Bring me the heartwood of the black horns, so that I might determine what evil has come to this wood. Tarum, if it is as widespread as I fear, much of this forest might be ruined.
At least now it doesn't look like we can fail for killing their own horns.
And thank Xenu for that. For a second there, I thought you had targeted, like, an actual horror, and I'm like, really? You celebrate this fact by going out and just immediately trying to kill one?
You don't feel that need at all?
I mean, a homicidal sociopath 3 is never a bad thing in my book, but, you know.
It's kind of our whole MO.
No, it's our whole MMO. Eh? Eh? Yeah, I'm terrible.
Pun fans everywhere, rejoice.
Yeah, it's a good thing Ben's not in the chat right now.
We got a pretty sky.
Yep. You know, I'm very grateful that I've only got one more podcast I have to be on. And then I don't have to be doing podcast stuff anymore. Or doing interviews anymore. I know, totally random thing to throw out there, but...
A little bit. You're just getting too famous, I guess.
I mean, hardly.
I bounced. Oh, we got two.
Are they both black horns? Because the other one does not look like it.
No, it looks like only one is. But the quest doesn't say don't kill the good ones.
No, I mean, this time we can. It attacked us.
I do like his little meadow of flowers.
It is pretty. Tarum, it is as I thought. There is sorcery in these hearts, and there is but one power near Fangorn capable of this evil. Young Saruman has too much to account for. He and his boredom have wrought great destruction in this wood. Now he shall see me positively hasty. I need your help one more time, little elf. If my folk knew what has happened, Tarum, I am certain they would be as roused against an Isengard as I am. But the ents are few and spread too far. I need you to gather my horns, search the wood for acorns dropped by the horns, then place them at special places throughout the forest. This will tell the horns that I am in need. Oh, Dill, did you have you watched the Rings of Power, the whole series? Oh, okay. It's it. I'm curious as to your thoughts on it because I know because you were fairly opinionated about it. Previously. I have to say like it's not been like because like I finished it. It's not been bad in my opinion, but at the same time, it's just like it's so generic fantasy that there's nothing in my mind that makes it like it had to be Lord of the Rings. Like they could have done their own story and it would have held up significantly better, in my opinion. But they wanted to capitalize on the Lord of the Rings IP, and so they just spent on it. But I don't know, like it's not bad per se, but yeah. Oh, stuff happens. Don't worry. A lot of stuff happens.
Maybe even some things.
Yep.
Sure is a dense collection of sentient trees.
It is. Yeah, yeah, like I said, it's just it's I really wish they'd leaned more into Tolkien to make something that was distinctly Middle Earth. But a buddy of mine and I were talking, and what he was saying was that the Tolkien estate was actually really selective in what Amazon could and couldn't use. Like, they don't have the image rights apparently to Sauron because those were sold to Peter Jackson. So, like, that's why in the flashbacks and everything, you see only a couple of just a few seconds because they can only show him for like less than 2 minutes an episode, like in that armored form. Um, they didn't have the rights to most of the Silmarillion, so a lot of the stuff that they're doing is based off the appendices. So like they wanted to do the Silmarillion, but the Tolkien estate just kind of made it extremely restrictive. No, I get where you're coming from. Like I thought stuff was happening by the second episode, but it not a ton, not enough. I think. And like that first episode, I just remember sitting there watching, being like, "What the? Why are there like 6 different stories going on? I can't keep track of anything." Okay, I'm just following you, hon. I'm not sure where we need to go place these acorns.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the map and going for it. But you'll notice you just walk over the spot and it's like, hey, you placed it.
I was wondering why it all of a sudden was like, you know, did you? How many have you placed?
One.
Oh, because you just stopped, and I was like, what?
Right here. No, I keep opening my map and aiming myself at the next closest one.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, the no beards on the female dwarf thing doesn't bother me terribly. Like that's not a huge deal to me. But I don't know. Like they, it could have been better. And they could have also handled the criticisms better because they've been deleting anything that's like 2-star or under on the page, like the show page, which people have not been appreciating. But I mean, you know, the spoiler alert for you: they did not pursue the thing that you messaged me about being like your biggest concern. That did not end up being a facet of the show. So I think you walking over them is placing them for me too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Well, they spent like $1 billion on it. Like if you spent that much money on a series, you'd want people to like what you put out as well. Okay, well then you can. All I was saying is that something that you'd mentioned you were concerned about is nothing you need to be concerned about because it doesn't happen. That's all I said.
Way over there.
Well, you see, in their mind, they did make it good. And like overall as a series, it's not necessarily bad in my opinion. It could have been a lot better. Like it's not one of those things that I'm like, that's so good I want to rewatch. Like, okay, I've watched it now. Cool. I'll wait. It's 3 years for the next one. All right, I'll go live life and then watch it when it finally comes out. I'm not sitting here with bated breath waiting for the next episode, or like being like, I can't wait for the next season. And just like counting down the days.
Well, and I mean, in 20 years, are we going to be like, I can't wait to show this to our children?
Probably not. If they want to watch it.
It's probably going to mostly fade into obscurity with a lot of big things like this that got super hyped, but then didn't end up being that big.
Yeah. I loved what one of the producers or directors said about, like if you were disappointed with this season, wait until next season. It's going to be significantly better. You'll see a lot more of Sauron. It's like you shouldn't need to get to next season.
Well, I mean, does that mean that they know they put out an inferior product?
Probably.
I mean, that could have been due to corporate meddling and not his directorial uh, directions.
Well, I think part of it
But
was also due to, the Tolkien estate and rights and everything, and so they're probably going back for the second season and renegotiating a lot of those rights because it's just like we can't tell the story without, there needs to be a lot more focus on Sauron as a character. Oh, I still need one more. Frick. Okay, hold on.
you're gonna have to pull up your map and find out where it is then.
Is it all the way up in these hills? Bloody hell. Yeah, it is a story Tolkien would never write. It would have been so much better if they just gone with, just been like, this is our own story we're telling. It's a generic fantasy story, and they still could have done a lot of those same elements. I mean, so much of that stuff is transferable between, one fantasy story and another.
You just change names. The thing is, I haven't seen it yet, but I don't care about spoilers, but I do enjoy discussing. From what I've heard, people's opinions is that the best parts of the story are the original characters. The ones who aren't Galadriel and Sauron and Elendil and all that other stuff, those are the better characters. So tell a story using characters you made up. You don't have to put in the big names. It's the same problem that Disney's having with Star Wars, is they feel that a Skywalker or somebody has to be involved, and it weakens the story in the long run.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, which is why you're seeing, some of these other shows that they're doing be significantly better. Like, Book of Boba Fett was actually pretty good up until they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna make this episode be all about teasing the next season of Mandalorian. And then, they have a whole episode of the Book of Boba Fett where you're like 2 episodes focused on Din Djarin.
Yeah, well, I mean, but because even with characters that they've created, they're so dependent on something that became very famous and very popular that they're afraid to tell a story that doesn't have an element that's already familiar to somebody.
Yeah, and it's like, just take a little risk. And frick, Bezos has enough money to send himself into space. What's $1 billion to him on a show? If it flops, okay, good. You've made that back in like 2 months, if even that long.
He'll make it back in Black Friday Amazon sales.
Yeah. Drop another $1 billion and try again. In the meantime, just go chill in your, phallic rocket. Whom you have returned. My thanks to you, little elf. Saruman will soon learn his lesson. Little elf, I was already angered by the encroachment of the Burarim from my northern home. I saved a man from his walled city when the orcs destroyed it, whom Bearnoth, I believe his name was. Now I can see that what evil Saruman has truly come to. Tarum, you may return to the men of the lands beyond and tell them that at Blackthorn a Fangorn shall fight. Look for my emissary at their village in the ruins. I will come if you send him. Yeah, I mean that kind of bothered me too. It's like, I get that they wanted to go for like the old wizened mentor type of deal, but he shouldn't have been that old, and Gil-galad shouldn't have been that fat, that pudgy. There are half-orc scouts ranging the fields south of Torsbury. You should dispatch some of them.
I'm gonna lose this horn first.
I mean, you could also just kill it.
Don't be ridiculous.
It seems like that would be easier. Yeah, I mean, the show could have been... They could have done a lot better of a job. Oh, I grabbed a buck.
You tabbed onto it.
But we'll see what they do in season 2. Like... Oh, and I tapped a cow.
Not a cow.
See, I think people didn't want Jackson to do it because it's just he's seen as too much of the Lord of the Rings guy. Like, it wouldn't have been... I don't know, I could see people having issue with it. Plus, the thing is, like, the stuff he did that hasn't been Tolkien related hasn't been, like, overly impressive. I mean, like, you know, what was that one about, like, the rolling cities or whatever? Like, that was kind of a flop. And then didn't he do, like, the you know, the what was it, like, mid-2000s King Kong? Wasn't that Peter Jackson as well?
Yeah, that was. Though I seem to recall people mostly liked that one. It just wasn't a remake anybody was looking for.
I mean, it wasn't badly done. I didn't like the movie. I was like, this is a bit much for me. In terms of just how extreme it was with people just dying left and right and everything else, and just dinosaurs and giant leeches and like I don't know. There was just so much going on. So like I mean, it wasn't badly directed, but it was well, yeah, like you said, it was a remake no one was particularly asking for. But you know, at that point in time, Peter Jackson could basically go to a studio and they'd hand him a blank check without even hearing a pitch. Which, you know, he can still kind of do. But they usually want to hear a pitch at this point. He's not quite the infallible directing god that he used to be.
Well, and part of what made the Lord of the Rings movies special, in a way that the show wasn't and other Peter Jackson products haven't been, is that it was Weta Workshops, basically. There was a care put into every prop, every set piece. The world was real and lived in. The armor was forged from metal, not just metallic colored plastic. They wove garments, they wove undergarments that you'd never see, but they were still part of the costumes. There was so much detail put in that the world felt alive and real in a way a lot of cinematic worlds don't.
Yeah. Well, and the CGI that they used was so minimal. They only used it where they absolutely needed to, like with the Balrog, for example. Or like, you know, with some of the army scenes at like Helm's Deep and Minas Tirith, where they just had to show these like giant armies without where they couldn't, you know, field that many extras like that. I mean, like they wrote a whole new computer program just for Helm's Deep and Minas Tirith. just so that they could be able to use the right simulation software to be able to simulate that's sort of an epic scale battle. Like it was really fascinating to watch, like kind of a documentary at the time. When Return of the King was new, just about how they broke everything down. Like and that's the care and attention to detail that they gave. But I mean, it is what it is.
I hope you had the quest to kill that guy.
I did. Okay. Let's see. I've got another quest action available. What is this? While patrolling the western fields of the Broadacres of Torfeth, you discovered many goblin spearmen burning and pillaging. You should drive off the goblin spearmen burning and pillaging in the Broadacres. Sure. Yeah, well, we'll see what they do with the second season. I'm not holding out super high hopes that things are gonna be amazing or anything like that, but we'll see.
You got that little baby cow.
I do?
You're shooting it with lightning.
I thought I was shooting the goblin spearmen. Let's see. You discovered the badge of the great goblin captain upon the corpse of one of your foes. You should hunt down and defeat the goblin whose badge you recovered. Sure. Yeah, I mean, they had a real good opportunity, I think, and I think they should have pushed harder for more of the rights to do stuff. You've hunted down and slain the owner of the goblin badge. You discovered the people of the Broadacre shall no longer fear his return. Cool. Yeah, I feel like they should have tried harder for more of the rights to the Silmarillion, because that's the story they wanted to tell initially, and they couldn't because of just licensing issues with the Tolkien estate. I agree. The story could have been better, but they were all... All I'm saying is that they were kind of confined in what they could do. And so I think a lot of people had expectations that were never going to be able to be hit simply because of the fact that they were so... their hands were so tied. Like, yeah, the story could have and should have been better. Where are you?
I'm in the middle of a burning field. Hi.
Hi. Oh, great. Now we got a raiding party.
Oh, you aggroed them? Just run away. Run straight away.
I tried.
Ooh.
No, I mean, you're not wrong. They had a big world to work with, but at the same time, they had a specific story they wanted to tell. I mean, I think they should have gone a different direction. But I mean, it is what it is at this point. They made their bed. They're gonna have to deal with it.
Alright, I need 2 more spearmen. How many? What do you need?
4.
Here's
Because I keep
one.
finding goblin defilers, not spearmen.
Well, you end their defiling days. Do you need any more half-orc riders?
No, I got enough of those.
Cow. You were right behind me. Oh, there you are.
Hmm?
One more spearman for you?
Yep.
Oh, here's one.
I, I'm not sure that's quite the right metaphor, Dill, because it's not like they were telling a story within someone else's work. So that person has the right to restrict what they can and can't really kind of do to that lore. Like, again, I'm not saying that they did a fantastic job by any means or that they're, free of fault for it. My point just is that their hands were a little tied. So like, it's not necessarily between like wanting a spaceship but only being able to buy a car. It's you might want to, you know, buy a spaceship, but you're only allowed to buy certain ones. Or you're only allowed to do certain things with any spaceship you might buy, for example. Like that's the sole defense that I have for them. Is just that their hands were kind of tied. They couldn't necessarily tell the exact story they want. They had more to work with, and they should have worked with it. Yes, I agree. But I think just I don't put all the I put like 90% of the blame on Amazon for it not being as good as they hyped it up to be. No, their hands were tied. They wanted to tell it. Okay. All right. It is as I feared. They have a great array of warriors, but your news is not at all bad. It appears that most of the enemy army is comprised of wild Dunlingtons, with whom we have much experience in battle, and half-orc raiders. If their only support is a small contingent of goblin warg riders, this should not be terribly difficult. The news you brought me is grim, but I think there are measures we can take to even the battlefield a little. Share your report with my father and advise him to send small forays against the enemy. It may be that we can weaken their defenses before initiating a full counter-assault on Torsbury. So Torfeth believes we should make small forays against the enemy to weaken their defenses. While I can certainly see the value in such things, I believe a more direct approach would be better. Dudsig here agrees. He arrived shortly after you did. I have a task that I think better suits your talents.
Our success depends upon our strength.
I am more interested in knowing how strong the forces at Torsbury are at Torsbury itself. We could deal with the ranging foe later. I want you to enter Torsbury if you are able and test the strength of the enemy by defeating some of their warriors. While you are there, scout the gates to determine how well they are defended. You have but to follow the road north and west, and you will come upon the ruins of my town. Return to me when you have acquired a good sense of the situation there. Oh, are we not warhorsing?
We're not going very far, so I just
Okay.
figured little horse. Or little goat, as the case may be.
Yep, little goat. While scouting the gates of Torsbury, you discovered wooden barricades that might be destroyed to weaken the defenses. Can do. You should use nearby torches to burn barricades. Why can't I attack? Is it because
Because you got a torch in your hand.
No. Oh, now I don't have a torch in my hand.
Something about barricades burning.
Yep.
Do I need
Okay.
to do it again? Ooh, a captain.
While scouting Torsbury, you discover that the Dunlingdons are holding several inhabitants captive. You should free the captive inhabitants of Torsbury. Can do. You've learned from some of the captives you rescued that there are ambassadors from each of the major Dunlingdon clans and half-orcs of Isengard within Torsbury. You should defeat the ambassadors. Next objective, rescue the captive inhabitants.
That seems a bit of a typo.
Yeah, it does seem a bit of a typo.
Hey, there's one right here.
Okay, well, I'm killing half-orc archer.
Ah! Well, I guess I just gotta get dressed in by myself.
Nope, I helped you.
You came in with the tickle fingers.
Yep. Yes, well, I unfortunately do not have a pet. In fact, you could argue that I am a pet in this game in a lot of ways. I am the pocket healer. Is that an inaccurate assessment?
That seems pretty inaccurate to me.
I'm more joking than anything else. Yep. Perch poodle. Or purse poodle. Something like that. I was actually playing my hunter this morning. Or one of my 3 hunters. So, I have too many characters in WoW.
Just a bit.
Hmm?
Maybe just a bit.
I mean, I've got like... I think the only ones I don't have duplicates of are a priest and a rogue.
How many warlocks do you have?
Oh, I only have 1 warlock, yeah. Yeah, three hunters. My original character in WoW was a hunter way back in the day, and then I rerolled to a druid after that. And then when I came back, I just kind of decided for some reason to roll another one after I like unlocked the rep with like the Zandalari. And then in the last like couple of months, I'm like, you know what? Let's just roll a hunter that I'm not gonna actually give a spec to until I hit max level. And so I went from, 20 because it was a Volpera, so it started at 20 all the way to 60 without an actual spec. And the little thing saying like, you need to pick a spec for your class. I'm like, no, I don't, because I don't want to. That was a grind I don't want to do again.
You don't want to do spec lists for every class?
No, gosh no. Do you realize it took like probably 3 times as long to level him, just because I had access to 3 abilities.
Specless druid.
No. Absolutely not.
That's a lot of dead cows.
Yep. Oh, I'm looking very much looking forward to Gotham Knights this weekend, though.
Are you gonna play some?
And I was planning on playing it some today, maybe streaming it. Because unfortunately, well, kind of just chose last night, like, no, I need to turn my brain off. It's been too stressful a week.
Brain-free zone.
Yep. Well, when you've got all this event planning going on, and then you have a long-term project that they just decide to suddenly rug pull on you right before one of their big spends, and are like, no, we're terminating the contract. There's a lot of stress going on.
Oh, there's somebody stealthing around here.
Yep. To be fair, I am not going to complain about them terminating the contract. I'm very happy that I don't have to deal with them anymore. He's a very difficult client. So, to put it, I mean, is that putting it mildly?
That's putting it mildly, but I don't know if this is something you should be talking about right here.
This is true.
Alright, Thauk, where are you? No, he's right over here.
Wow, I was able to take everything out of my overflow inventory.
I don't think I've ever hit loot all on my overflow.
Really? I do all the time. Then I conveniently hit sell all. Oh boy, am I gonna break my leg? No, I'm not.
If you do, then you've got a really weak leg.
I mean, I am a caster. If anyone would, it would be a squishy cloth wearer like me.
I hear jingles coming up behind me.
Mm-hmm. You say that my town is well guarded against counter-assault. Let us hope, then, that your efforts to weaken the enemy's defenses have been fruitful. The numbers you speak of are great, but I am still of a mind to retake my town. Dudsig believes that with the aid of his people we can prevail. I still have many stout warriors, and there are many able refugees among us. However, some of my folk and the refugees do not share my confidence. If you would, go among my people, especially their leaders, and speak words of courage. Rally them to my cause. I will force none to go to battle against such odds, but neither would I have them remain behind in fear and shame when there is no cause.
Our mission is dire.
Thane Tordag is a proud and able warrior. I have no doubt that this battle will go as I anticipated. He needs not fear that my men and I shall be present during the counter-assault. My people were driven from the Stone Deans by these raiders. Though many of us bear both Rohirrim and Dunlington blood, and many remain behind, siding with Dunland, we have chosen to remain faithful to Theoden King. We shall fight. I do not agree with my father and Dudsig. The risk is too great. We should retreat to Stoke and rally with Reed Frithhild. However, I will stand beside my father, as will my men. Thane Tordag is my lord, and I shall not abandon him, neither will my men. We are the riders of the mark. We shall prevail against the wild men of Dunland and their half-orc allies. Never fear. Thane Tordag is a brave and valiant warrior, however not all of his people are. Nevertheless, we shall fight beside him, for these wild men have burned and pillaged our homes, and we would have our vengeance. All is well, then. Let us prepare to move against the foe. The time is upon us. It is well, it seems. My people and my allies are prepared to stand with me and take back what belongs to Rohan. This day we shall assault the Dunlingdons at Torsbury and reclaim the town. Will you join my garrison, Vontu? You have proven yourself a talented runekeeper and would be a boon to our efforts. Oh, there is a person at our door. Hopefully it's just like Amazon someone. Sure. Sure. I'll travel to a private encounter. Oh, is it raining outside?
It might be. I can't quite tell from this window, but it's supposed to rain today. Who is at our door?
It looks like someone... Oh. That might be your downstairs neighbor giving us mail.
Huh.
Our mission is dire.
The wild men have allied themselves with foul creatures in the service of the enemy. I do not believe there is any good in them, if there ever was. Let us put these dogs down. For Torsbury and for the Broadacres. These people do not know. I am the melee rune keeper. I will be right in the thick of things.
You gotta get those tickle fingers involved somehow.
Basically. I've never seen a melee caster before up until I started playing this class.
Well, how else are you supposed to hit people in the face with your rocks?
From a distance? Okay, so did you get credit for that banner? Oh, what all are you supposed to burn? I don't see anything about burning stuff. Okay, hold on. Which... Where are we right now?
Broadacres. I'm not sure if there's a specific quest for it. Oh, they're still back there. Are they fighting on something else? Yeah, they're fighting. Don't let them die. Run.
Yeah, there's a specific quest, but it's not. I'm not tracking it.
You gotta heal these dudes.
Yay, I actually get to do some healing. It's what I like doing.
Well, you've got 3 NPCs who must not die.
I don't think that's going to be a problem. They've got over 100,000 health each.
You also have me. And you. Don't let yourself die.
I can keep myself alive. That's not an issue. We got more stuff we need to burn.
You're on fire.
Am I? Oh, so I is.
We have a rune keeper who needs to not burn.
Foul orcs, I swear I shall bring my vengeance upon your master. Do you think I fear you, Tordag of Torsbury? You strawheads should learn to keep your houses in order. You have walked into my trap my white-skinned friends laid for you. Now you shall perish. Oh.
Hey, look, Blackthorn!
Oof. I just heard it. Okay, well, I died. How do I get back here before everything's over?
If you revive, are you outside of the instance?
I am.
Then go talk to the NPC who sent you into the instance.
I am way far away. Alright, I'll get here. I'll get back as soon as I can.
Alright, fight's over, but I won't turn in any quests or anything.
We still have stuff we need to burn.
I'll wait till you get in to do that, too. Oh, I dinged.
Oh, now I don't have that quest all of a sudden.
The which one? The burning one?
Yeah.
I think you have to be in here to have it.
I'm also apparently showing 17 of 16 active quests.
Wow, you're good.
Apparently.
I think that orc captain came upon you with a fury unexpected.
Yeah, I'm getting that. I am gathering such. Okay, yeah, now I have it. Oh, but it reset!
Can you reburn things?
I can, it reset.
At least it didn't, be like it reset and then you can't have. There's nothing to burn.
At least, yeah. Okay, well then I'm gonna see what's... I'm gonna just do a little minor exploring to see if where other stuff can burn.
Because I need one more tent.
Okay, so going around to the other side doesn't change anything.
There's no tents over there?
No. At least not that I saw I could interact with.
Oh, you just found it.
Okay, I guess so. I mean, that was my first of 4 tents, apparently, that needed to be burned. So,
Well, that was, I guess, the one I didn't have.
yeah, I could have seen you just kind of going right past it. We did move it through that area very quickly. Okay, I still need 2 and 2. Ah, here we go.
And then there's some at the top of the hill.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Will you aid the horse lords?
We cannot win the day, Vaughn 2. We must retreat and regroup at my father's camp. Let us go, before it is too late. Wait, what? Defeat Bartub. It says defeat Bartub.
It didn't count for you?
No. The assault on Torsbury failed and... Gosh dang it. No, I
Well,
apparently
if
have
it
to redo
failed, then they should let you back in. If it counts as a failure for you, it should let you back in to start over.
Well, he's not here.
Well, does this have fourth the Toringus?
Yeah.
Then it counted, I guess.
It still said I needed to defeat Bartub, though. Whatever. Montu, how fare you after the battle? I knew that we moved too quickly against Torsbury. As well, we should have foreseen the treachery that befell my father. There is no honor among the half-bloods. I beg your pardon, Vontu, for it is not your doing, and I should not rail against you. My thanks for your services.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
Vontu, you find me in a terrible state. I wish to grieve my loss, yet I am now thane and cannot afford that privilege. I suspect that there is more behind my father's murder than a single traitorous coward. From what I have learned, Frithmund was not a clever man. It is doubtful that he crafted the trap himself. I confess I've become suspicious of everyone around me, but you. You are new to Torsbury, and the one who masterminded this plan had to already know somewhat of my father's ways. Will you speak with the captains and our allies? You may learn something from them that they might not be willing to share with me. I will also have you obtain their permission to search their belongings. It is the nature of evil to unwittingly leave signs of its actions.
Ooh.
Our mission is dire.
I have ever been a faithful servant to Thane Tordag, and it is an insult to be treated with the same suspicion as the half-blood rabble. However, I cannot fault Torfeth for his blind suspicion. He has just lost his father and become Thane of Torsbury in one evil stroke. My men and I will submit to whatever searches and inquiries Thane Torfeth demands of us, and we will be found innocent one and all. Alas, I warned Thane Tordag not to admit the folk from the Woodhurst. The half-bloods cannot be trusted. You should look more closely into their number, or even that captain from Osserley.
What brings you to these lands?
The people of Torsbury love their Thane. I can think of none among us who would even consider betraying him. It was one of those Woodhurst mongrels that killed him. You should be questioning them instead. We are Thane Torfeth's people and will submit to his will, but it is an insult. We have fought and bled with him. Do what you must and leave me be.
Our mission is dire.
Thane Tordag sheltered my folk when the Dunlingdons came to Woodhurst, despite the Council of Tidrick and his own reservations regarding any who are not pure of blood. And yet it was one of my folk who betrayed him. I can understand the young Thane's suspicions, and we will willingly consent to whatever questions or searches he deems necessary to allay his suspicions. Alas, I cannot say much more about Frithmund. I confess that he was little more than a casual acquaintance in Woodhurst, and I did not know him well.
What brings you to these lands?
Bah! Does the boy's hatred of all who do not bear the pure blood of Rohan run so deep that he would cast aspersions upon us all? It is an insult not only to me, but to my Thane who sent me. We came to aid Torsbury, and now he seeks hostilities. Nevertheless, Torfeth is now the Thane of Torsbury, and these are his forsaken lands. I will submit, but you may inform him that I will be bringing my grievances to Thane Ordlek and Reeve Frithhild. I have brought no possessions of my own, save what you see upon my person, but you have my leave, with objection, to search my tent and those of my men. Mysterious letter. Y'all guilty. It's like they had a clue. Everyone did it.
Are there flames?
Flames coming out of my eyes? I don't... Oh, there it is. Curious necklace.
Our mission is
Alas, I know not what to make of these things. The knife could easily belong to any of the folk from Woodhurst, for many of them bear the blood of both Rohan and Dunland. The note can be read many ways, some suspicious, some not. The Falcon Clan badge is incriminating, but could just as likely be a trophy from the battle. The necklace could be just that, though its design is not familiar to me. The letter piques my suspicion the most, for it is signed with an S, which should stand for Saruman and reads strangely, but it is also in a hand not well trained in letters. I will have to think upon these things. Well, you thought fast.
need of your services.
Reeve Frithhild was wise in choosing you to bring her summons. Alas, however, my people cannot come yet to Stoke. We are warned from our battle and from the grief of loss, but as well I must learn who is the true mind behind my father's death is. Or who the true mind behind my father's death is. You should return to Stoke at once. The Reeve will need your doughty arm in the time ahead. Let her know that we will come as soon as we may. I must thank you again as well for bringing me Lufa's favor. My heart remains broken, for I know we shall never meet again under favorable circumstances, but the blow is softened somewhat to know her heart remains mine.
Do you have hiccups?
I know I just had a slight hiccup. Alright, leave kindly light.
I'm following the road.
Yep. Still don't know how you got ahead of me in experience.
Just lucky, I guess.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I used to be so far ahead of you, and then all of a sudden just...
I mean, I'm not that far ahead of you.
You're a good ways. I hate trying to warhorse steed in town.
You just gotta get good at it.
I'm never gonna get good at it. Well, I'm telling you right now, I will never get good at it. Welcome back, Vontu. You say that Tordag is dead, slain by treason, and that the Toringas shall come late to our defense. That is ill news indeed, but at last we have the consolation that Ordlek has brought nearly his full garrison in good time.
There is work to be done.
The loss of Tordag grieves me, for he was a good friend and a stout warrior. However, I must look to the defense of my riding. There will be no time for sorrow later. Warg riders roam to and fro from among the fields to the west, burning everything they see. Will you ride out and extinguish as many of the fires as you can? I would have something left of the acres to pass down to my son. Be alert for an ambush. The goblins are vicious creatures who would just as soon put you to the torch. I mean, technically treason? I mean, he was stabbed in the back by someone he was, assaulting the town with. Oh, wow. Wow, Dill, really?
Here, hit the bucket button on your quest.
Oh, where? I see the button. Why do I need to push it here? I thought it was out in the Broadacres. Where are you going? Where are you?
At the gate.
Why
I hear you jingling. You're not that far away.
Why did you want me to hit the bucket?
Because that made a skill button show up.
Oh, okay.
Well, now where are you?
I'm trying to catch up to you.
I'm not moving.
Are you on a war steed?
I am now.
Okay, let me get off Jingles.
Do you need a war goat?
I'd love a war goat.
I can see you enjoying a war goat.
I would have a lot of fun with a war goat. Oh, Dill, you are on a roll today.
Are these fires counting for you?
They are not. Oh, and I picked up the cow.
Cow.
The thing that someone once said was a cross between a pig, a sheep, and what was the last thing?
Hmm.
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
No.
Someone was making it was a Facebook post that I shared with you a while ago, where someone's like, "Why on earth would you ever eat, a beef? It's a disgusting abomination or it's a mix between like a pig, a goat, and like sheep or a snake or something like that." I don't know where it was, because I remember we looked it up. Like, what is the origin of cows? Like, where do they come from? And it's because this person was saying that they were just genetically modified and everything for reasons. And yeah. And we looked it up and saw that it was oryx was like the old oryx, or however you pronounce it. Oh, no, not drawing.
Watch out for Cledwin.
Yeah, I caught that. That's why I was saying the nope. Oh, did I tell you when Did I tell you when I was out at Dave and Buster's with the guys on Wednesday that Zach told him it was my birthday coming up?
You didn't.
Yeah, they gave me a free ice cream.
Oh
'Cause
yeah, free ice cream.
he's like, you know, it's his birthday, and I'm just like, you really didn't have to do that. So, oh, and then also apparently my mom will not be at dinner on Tuesday, which, you know, given last night, I totally get. So,
Yeah. How many fires do you have?
I've put out 6, and I'm under attack.
Fun. Fun.
Please come help me, because
I'm coming.
I'm squishy.
I'm coming. I made it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Okay, so yeah, I've put out 6 fires.
Oh, there's watch out for the dude. I just saw him on my mini map.
Who, Kelwin or whatever?
Yeah, the warband dude.
Well, he already passed through here, so I'm not terribly worried.
Did you find a Dunlending token upon one of the...
Mhm.
Cool.
Oh, we need to kill defilers. I thought we were just killing goblins in general.
Well, we already killed all the spearmen.
This is true. Alright, well, we need to kill some more defilers. I still have 5 more fires to put out.
There's a few over here.
I'm working on the ones over here. Okay, I need one more. Where did you get off to?
I found a camp of evil.
Okay, well, I'm here. Oh, there's a fire. 2 fires, actually.
I see like 4.
Oh, I only need 1. Hey, I treed.
Yay! Oh, I'm making many friends.
It would appear that way. Oh, did I tell you what we were gonna do for the catering for the industry night? I know this is a totally random thing, but
Yeah, that's very random. You've not mentioned.
okay, yeah. Well, we decided yesterday that we were gonna go with the idea of doing a make your own soda kind of thing.
Get like So Delicious or somebody out here.
Yeah. Okay, I still need 2 more defilers.
There's a bunch right over here.
Okay, 1 more defiler. But yeah, so we're opting for that, and yeah.
Doesn't sound very much like dinner.
Well, it's not supposed to be dinner. It's industry night. It's mingling.
Ah. But there's another defiler over here.
Okay. Like Dave and Buster's will be like catering dinner the next night. But I mean, it'll also have like, you know, cookies and popcorn and stuff like that. So
Not cookies and popcorn.
It will be interesting. But it will definitely be a very unique experience, so... What is this, Oh, that's the raid quest, that's right.
I'm heading back to town. Are you needing anything out there still?
No, I'm good. Aldberg is getting to be green.
Dun dun dun.
Will you
That the
help my
Dunlingdons
friend?
assaulted the Stone Deans and even Torsbury does not surprise me. However, it concerns me that a goblin would bear one of their badges. It means that these evil creatures are more closely in league than I first believed. Ah, Vantu, my friend, I have heard how you fared at Torsbury and grieved Tordag's loss. However, we must not lose heart and put aside sorrow. There are glorious battles to be fought. I must consider our current situation carefully. There is much that needs to be done ere we make a final decision. Return to me in a while and I will speak my mind more openly. Good day, my friend.
The Rohirrim are grateful for your aid.
If you need something else to do while I consider my advice for Refrithold, I do have a task for you. It would prove valuable if you could learn where the enemy's encampment lies. Perhaps one of the half-orcs roaming in the fields to the west might be able to provide a map or something else indicating from whence they come. Search for any maps or orders you can find, and if by chance you find their encampment, look for the tents of their leaders. Any knowledge you can provide me will help lay the groundwork for our plans to come.
She has 3 racks of ribs on her table.
That looks delicious.
Kind of looks uncooked.
I'd eat it.
She also has 3 chickens.
What business have you?
Clearly, we should shore up our defenses and prepare for the coming siege. However, it is not my decision to make. I would advise Reeve Frithal to call a council of war, and maybe that Thane Ordlak will have some insights that will help.
Our success
If you truly wish to help Stoke, then post these conscription notices and gather our supplies. We need swords, shields, armor, and spears aplenty. We've had craftsmen throughout Stoke producing them for us with instructions to leave the finished products in their yards. I need you to gather them, bring them to the armory stockpile outside the mead hall. Once you are done with that, post the notices and meet my Lieutenant Huthric outside.
Ooh, my music has gone all ominous.
Oh, really?
A little bit.
Well, okay then. Didn't realize we were that close.
Yep. The shield vendor's like, oh no, all my shields.
Well, it is a time of war. Everyone's got to give their part.
Eminent domain.
Well, it's like that meme from, or, that GIF meme from Starship Troopers you see everyone Reddit. I'm doing my part, and I'm doing my part, and then it's like the little kid, and I'm doing my part. Like, fully geared out for war.
Yep. I have seen it. The jingling.
Yep.
If it was a slightly more ominous sound, it'd be like in a horror movie where there's like a sound that always comes right before the monster.
Like the killer scraping the hook along the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I picked up 2 more packs of Dead by Daylight, content stuff.
Oh, did you?
Are you inside?
Yeah, I'm inside the inn.
Yeah, well, they were both on sale, and so I was like, yeah, what? Sure. I mean, I marked it down on our fun budget tracking, but yeah.
Will you aid the horse?
I was chosen by both my people, the refugees for Torsbury and the townsfolk of Stoke, to speak for them. I believe we must first provision the town for siege before aught else, but perhaps that is a decision best left to the Reeve and her advisors in council.
Rohirrim have need of your services.
While you are here, I could use your help. My people and the townsfolk of Stoke have both asked me to speak for them and make sure their needs are not being overlooked. I do not doubt Reeve Frithild's concern, but there seems to be plenty of battle preparations and little provisioning. I would take some hunters out myself, but there are too many wolves roaming the fields. Would you call the wolves' numbers and hunt up some provisions for us? We need meat, hides, and ivory. The meat and ivory can be gathered from deer to the northeast and south, and from the aurochs to the south, and the hides from the wolves, deer, and the aurochs. I cannot talk this morning.
You should look at this dude's table.
That's a long loaf of bread.
And a lot of drinks for one dude.
Yep. Have you come out of the inn yet?
Yeah, I'm out.
I don't see you on the minimap. Yeah, I do not see you on the minimap at all. Oh, now I see you. Your dot's way off the minimap, though. Like, I'm right next to you, but it shows like it's still getting further and further away, and now
I'm magic.
you're going all over the place. Where do we need to put up these conscription notices?
Well, we gotta talk to the dude. And just dump all this stuff in a pile. Oh, I guess we just post them around.
I mean, how? Where? I figured there's specific places.
Onto the forehead of every man in town.
Ah, crap. I don't know why that just reminded me of this, but I have to go. I need to deal with a stupid DMV today.
I don't know why that reminded you of it either.
I've been meaning to do that for like 2 weeks. My birthday's next week. My license expires on my birthday, and I've just not had time. Okay, where do we?
Signpost here. I need one more.
Same.
There it is.
Yep.
Nope, we're going this way. Turn around.
Why are we turning around?
We're gonna go talk to Dudsig.
Okay.
And he's camped outside of town because he's a rebel.
What brings you
It is not my place to say what the Reeve should do. If it were I would strike at the heart of the foe, but it is not. If the Reeve wishes to be advised, let her call a council. If you wish to be of any true use to the people of Stoke, you should deal with the dangers that lie to the east. Warg riders and wolves ravage the countryside, and no one stops them. They will quickly become a threat to Osserly as well, if nothing is done. You are no stranger to the ways of mounted combat, so should have no difficulty dealing with this threat. That is, if your courage has not already failed you. What say you? Will you attend this challenge?
He's
Sure.
questioning our courage. Also, that's a big fire for
That
one
is a
dude.
big fire. Well, there's 4 tents here, so...
There's a lot of tents for one dude.
Oh, look at that. First guy, we collected the map to the enemy encampment. How convenient. See, now we get to kill the bucks.
And the cows.
More homicidal sociopathy. But not the horses.
Oops.
Well, I mean, we need to kill the wolves anyway.
Oh, it's the other dude who I oopsed on.
Who's this Grimlock dude? Do we need to kill him?
I don't think we specifically have a quest for him. My guess is he probably has a quest later.
Okay, whatever.
We'll just kill him twice. Or maybe 3 times.
I have no qualms with that. I got a buck that I'm pulling.
Cool.
I'm just letting you know.
Considering that you use lots of fire and lightning, when you kill an animal like a deer, is it like already cooked?
I do not know, but maybe. I've honestly not given it that much thought.
You should give it some more thought.
I still need stuff.
I do too.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not going
you just
in.
rode past a fawn. I'm like, you done?
I was aiming for that dude.
Ah.
Much deer meat. Oh, nope, nope, nope.
Nope.
Run, 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 run.
Already made that mistake.
He could be like the next slugs.
I mean, he wouldn't explode, but...
My point stands.
It does.
Bless you.
I do enjoy homicidal sociopathy.
Yeah, you do.
Early morning, you know, just on the fields, slaughtering those in front of us, butchering the enemies of all. I don't know. I'm trying to wax poetic, and it's not quite coming to me, but
Being the cause of the Red Dawn.
something like that. Watch out. The warband is still kind of coming by. Careful what you tab target. Okay, we should be good.
Baby cow.
Yep.
Oh, does tracking the invaders tell you to go find the camp now?
Yes. Locate Bardorum.
Cool.
Okay, still need one more Arx meat, 3 deer meat, 1 hide, and to defeat 7 wolves.
I need 3 more oryx meat and 2 deer meat and 7 wolves. Too bad the goblin riders don't count as wolves.
I know, right?
They do for the other quest. With that's wolves and
No,
warg riders.
there's a bull over here.
I'm coming. I might not make it. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, you're good.
He got a lot of hit points.
Being a bit laggy today.
I'm not having too much lag.
Well, in terms of like my response with the war steed.
That's just war steeds.
There's a calf right here. Oh, but you don't need arc meat, do you?
I need 2.
Oh. Okay, I need 3 more deer meat to kill 7 wolves.
Well, and we've also got to go to the camp.
That too. I'm just giving you an update on that part of the quest.
Do you need some blackberries?
I'm good. Well, I got the quest for Cledwyn again.
Why are you hanging out with Cledwyn?
It's not that I'm hanging out with him, it's that I just keep getting the quest. Are you good on the orc meat?
I need 1 more, but we'll get that between here and home.
You sure? Because there's a calf right here, or a cow right here. At least I thought there was one.
I see a cow.
Well, I pulled it. Just for you.
The cow will die. Yay, got all my meat.
Oh. I Okay, so my honesty virtue has changed to level 42.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess.
Are you unhappy about this?
No, I wasn't expecting it. Am I supposed to get unmounted here? I assume so, right?
I might recommend it. We're invading the camp now.
This is a very ripped Urukai archer.
The Urukai tend to be ripped. Alright, we need leader tents.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do have that quest. Here's a tent. How do we burn it?
We're just locating it.
Oh. Thought we had to burn it. Never mind.
We're going on an orc camp real estate tour.
Okay, so it looks like we located a second one.
Yeah, it looks like it's these little clusters of tents that have an Urukai captain or a half-orc captain in them.
Yeah.
Except for maybe not this one.
Yeah, this one didn't count either. Is it just the ones that have the half-orc captain?
Maybe. The thing is, I seem to recall there was one of those at the beginning.
Well, what about this one over here? We haven't gone to this one. Yep, here we are.
Not Ilska.
Man, this is an obnoxiously long stun.
How long was it?
A long while. I didn't take a look at the duration, but I sat there for probably at least 5 to 6 seconds.
Hey, this name looks familiar.
What, half-orc captain?
Look whose tent it was.
What? Who?
Cledwin.
I already got this one.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh. Yeah, it didn't occur to me when I got it. Because that was where, I made the comment about that Urukai being ripped. That was that camp.
True. Let's go get some Wolfie boys.
I could get behind that. So, the wolves count for both of these? For like the Wolves of Isengard quest and for stalking the siege?
I think so.
Okay, Callista, come on. Gosh dang it, I hate war steeds.
You just sliding around.
Well, I can't get it to... Frick. The turning is... She does not want to turn very easily.
Silly horsey. That's a horn. We don't need to kill those.
Oh, there's another deer over here. Do you still need deer stuff?
I need one.
Okay, I need 2. I need 1. Did you get your last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just also looking for naked wolves.
Yeah, there's not a lot of them. We've only seen the one.
Oh, they're not in this area.
That would explain it. But there is a deer.
A baby deer.
If it gives me the meat that I need, which it did not. Well, I picked up a friend.
Friends.
Oh, hello. Hello, Broadacres doe. Once again, did not get the meat. Alright, Broadacres buck. Where are you? Where'd you go?
I keep trying to follow your little arrow, and it goes. You just pulled every brigand in that camp.
Callista's being really weird today. I can't control her like I usually do. Like, the circles are way wider for some reason. And I can't, like, consistently keep her under, like 14. Like, if I try to turn, that jacks up the speed all of a sudden.
Odd.
Well, like if I hit, A or D, and I don't remember that ever being the case. Unless I'm, like, completely lost my mind at this point, out of just stress from this event and everything else.
I don't tend to turn with A and D. I tend to turn with the mouse.
Alright, well, let's go find wolves. Oh, welcome back, Dill.
How was dinner?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I got all my deer stuff though.
Nice.
Egg sandwiches are never a bad thing.
I tend to like them.
Oh, here's a wolf. He spawned as I was riding by him.
Ah, handy.
Quite.
Ooh, he's a pack leader. There's that Grimlock dude again. Oh, I found a wolf.
Wolf over here.
I'm coming.
I got a goblin flanker on me as well.
Ah, you'll beat him. I think you got a buck, too.
I probably do. Oh, there's a wolf here. Yeah, see, turning with the mouse isn't even really working for some reason.
That's weird.
I mean, now it is again, but like it seems to go on and off. So, another wolf. Oh no, still wolf that you were fighting.
Oh no, he just reset.
Yeah, like I can't. Well, I can't attack this wolf.
He's resetting. You see the little, like, smoke trail going behind him?
No.
Okay, when they're running back
Yeah,
to
I
their
see
spot.
the smoke now.
Yeah, when an animal's or when something's resetting and running back to its spot, it has a little trail going behind it, so you know it's a waste of time to attack it.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we need two. Found a wolf. Found two wolves.
Oh, excellent. That's what we need. And it is fully daytime now. Alright, I think we're done.
Okay.
I think we got all the quests. I think we might be in combat with that guy, though.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Which, being mounted is going to make it hard not to get in combat with other stuff. Hence the spearman that I just picked up. But we can probably just go back. Or if we can kill him. Either works.
It's a lot harder to get a mounted enemy to reset. Because they have such a farther range to
Yeah.
go. We got all of the bucks.
Cool.
Our mission is
You live still. That is too bad. I have nothing more to say to you, Roomkeeper. Be on your way. Really?
Oh, I think he's a traitor. He sent us out there to die.
I liked this guy initially. That was rude.
Is he a bad guy?
He might be.
It'd be funny if all of them were like, darn it, you're still alive.
Yeah.
our mission is
Thank you, Montu. You have proven a friend to the common folk of Stoke and Torsbury.
Though that guy was saying he couldn't go out hunting because there were too many wolves. There
Yep.
were like no wolves.
I mean, there were several.
Of all the problems out there on that field, the wolves are the least of them.
Oh, I agree. By the way, yes, it is raining, and looks like it's going to go through till tomorrow when we could potentially get snow Monday morning.
Nice.
Yeah, curb your enthusiasm.
I love snow.
I
Did you
know.
talk to the dude out here?
I did not. I was looking at the weather app on my phone because I wanted to let you know if there was anything going on. If it was raining or not, because we talked about that earlier. Ah, you have done well, Vontu. Here come the louts now. I'll have a word or two for them. I'll have a word or two for them ere they join the garrison.
What brings you to these lands?
Were you unable to locate the enemy encampment? Ah, but you did. Bold and doughty, you continue to prove yourself. You say that the enemy leaders were not present there. That is queer. Nevertheless, this information will prove of great value for the council. Thank you.
What business
My
have
thanks to you, Vontu. I will speak with you again when Fritheld calls the council.
The Rohirrim
I am more confident than ever that we must act quickly and decisively to drive back the foe. These orders you discovered seem to indicate that the enemy is not as strong as they appear and provide information as to where they might be attacking from. Please tell Reeve Fritheld that I am prepared for the council, but she has but to call us together.
There is work to be done.
If my task for you seemed irrelevant, Vontu, be sure that it was not. Thank you for your time. We shall speak again soon, perhaps at the council. Thank you, Vontu. I wish to learn something of the minds of my advisors before calling a council, and you've helped me do so. Prepare yourself. The Council of Stoke will soon be called to session.
Will you help my people?
Vontu, I believe the time has come to summon my advisors to council. Return to Grimar, Ordlak, Baldman, and Dudsig and inform them of my decision. We must decide what action to take and how best to fulfill it. The leaders of Stoke and Osserley each have their own opinions, and they are at odds. We must come to a compromise and work together, or we shall fall to the White Hand. As well, bring this letter to Alfbert, the guard at my house. Return to me when your messages have been delivered.
Greetings.
Ah, this is welcome news, my friend. At last, we will join a battle worth a song or two. Let us join the council. Good. It is of utmost import that we convince the Reeve to bolster our defenses.
Oh, deed hunting wolves in this region would suck.
Yeah, it would.
Especially because for Rohan, you need like 300 of them.
Yeah, I hope you got a good book to listen to or something. Or something to watch on Netflix on the side. What is this? Orders from the Reeve? If this is what she truly desires, let the Reeve know I will do as she commands.
I think she's setting a trap for the traitor.
Oh, probably. I imagine you'd have to, Dill.
I fell off the stairs.
What business
I'm honored that Reeve Fritheld values my opinion. I have never heard of a lord or lady of Rohan calling upon the common folk for counsel. I will come at once. I'll take your word for that on that one, buddy. I've not done a whole ton of instancing, so in fact, I don't think we've done one on our characters. So yeah, ask away.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
I don't know why I should waste my time sitting in council. There are too many preparations to be made. Nevertheless, I will come. I have much business with the Rohirrim. They keep tasking me to do things for them.
The day of the dwarves is coming.
I've got a lot of these steel-bound loot boxes.
It's a money-making scam.
I mean, that's what people have said, but they've also said you can make lots of money selling them. I don't know. I'll deal with them later. You have my thanks. Let the Council of Stoke begin. And by later, I mean, I guess right now, because... no, I'll deal with them off stream.
Has summoned together a war council to determine how best to deal with the threat posed by the forces of the White Hand.
Avatu, you have arrived. Let us begin this council. First, I wish to welcome Baldman of Torsbury to our council. I know that it is not custom to invite representatives of the common folk to our war councils, but I am not your customary reeve. I am honored, reeve. I will strive to prove the trust of your people and mine. My friends and advisors, you know why you have been called. The wolves of Isengard bay upon our doorstep, and the broad acres burn. It is our place to decide the best counsel to defend against them. The course is clear, my reeve. We must secure Stoke and bolster the town's defenses. The enemy is great, and our number few. The greatest strengths, our greatest strengths we have are Stoke. Ah, Captain, you have a wise and bold spirit, but I do not believe the choice is as clear as you believe it. I dare say the strength of the Rohirrim is not in their walls. Indeed, reeve, our strength is in the people, yet they seem to be forgotten by Captain Grimmar among his war preparations. I have forgotten no one, but what good does it do to gather food when our men... My gosh, will you slow down? When our men are unarmed and our walls are in disarray, we cannot save the enemy with food. Then what do you propose? I hate this, the thing, or like, that we ride out... Screw it. I can't keep up. They keep running through the text too quickly. Let us have order. We are friends here. But Captain Grimmar does make an excellent point, Thane Ordlac. If you do not propose meeting with them with force, what is it that you're suggesting? I must ask pardon for Dudsig's assumptions. He should learn not to speak for his Thane. However, while his assumption was not completely true, neither was it completely false. We know from our scouts' reports that the enemy's strength has not been fully gathered. If we attack their splintered forces before they join the main force, we might be able to keep them at bay or even drive them back. I suppose there's some merit in that thought. I can see how this plan would appease everyone. It would give us time to strengthen the defenses, provisions for the siege, and take a toll upon the enemy. I agree, friend Balmond. Who would you recommend to lead these forays, Thane Ordlac? Our new friends here, Grimmar, Dudsig? This is the beauty of my plan, my reeve. I believe that we must show our people and our foes our true strength. There are none more skilled in arms than those who sit here. I propose that you lead us, my reeve. Myself, Grimmar, Dudsig, Baldman, and our friend. Now I know you are mad. How could you suggest such a thing? Why? Because the reeve is a woman?
She stood on her chair.
I shall ride forth, and my foes shall tremble. Before we proceed, there is a matter which must be resolved. Mistress Engifu, come forward. These are my children in pride. Frithbert and Edhild. Should ill befall me, Frithbert shall be reeve. Should we both fall, Torfeth, son of Tordag, shall become regent protector. Now, friend from afar, attend me.
The horse lords.
Vanti, will you honor me by assisting me with my arms and armor? You will find them on the table behind you.
She had them ready.
Yep. They really need to slow down the text.
Thing is, they slow it down too much. People are gonna be like, it takes so long.
This is true. Gird me, Vontu, friend of Stoke. This day I become Frithheld, shield maiden of Rohan. Forth the Erlingus!
She sits down.
Thank you, Vontu. You have been of great service to the people of Stoke. Well, I have named you friend. I declare this council dismissed. Ah, Vontu, it has been long since a shield maiden of Rohan has actually taken to the field. This is a glorious day. All that remains to be decided is which front to assail, for we are surrounded. Vontu, my friend, I know that my children's warden objected to my bringing the children into the council, for he believed that they would be frightened by my decision to take up arms. I knew that he was right, but I still feel they needed to see their mother as strong in the face of evil. However, I do not wish for them to fear any longer than they should. Perhaps if you, a proven warrior but also a stranger, were to speak words of comfort and encouragement to them, their hearts will be eased. Sometimes the words of a stranger may be more comforting than those of their kinsmen. You may find Frithbert and Edhild with their nurse Engifu at my house just to the east of the meat hall. What beest thou chortling over?
The chat.
What's the cat doing?
The chat.
Oh, the chat. I thought you said... Yeah. No, I saw that. That's such a cute emote for such a stunning scene. I confess that I am not as afraid for my mother as my sister is, for I am nearly a man in the reckoning of the mark, and I know that my mother is a great shield maiden. She will teach the Dunlingdon wild men and their wizard that we will not be cowed easily.
Are the orcs going to eat us?
Mother sent you. You are brave. You are the brave warrior who helped Osserley and Torsbury, are you not? I do not wish to be afraid, but I cannot help it. I do not remember my mother going to battle before, and I have never heard of a woman fighting in war, aside from old stories like Engifu tells us. Will you keep my mother safe?
Will you make the evil
No, she
things
can
go
die.
away?
I thank you for your kind words, Vontu. It means much, and I believe that Edhild is less afraid now. I wonder, though, if you would do us another kindness. As you battle alongside our mother, would you collect for us trophies from your fallen enemies? We are the children of a shield maiden, and should have tokens to display in honor of her victories. Sure.
One dripping orc head coming up.
They can use it for a puppet show. That could be funny.
Not just funny, funny.
Exactly. Now you're getting it.
I'm in! The door was not listening to me.
'Twas not. Vontu, if Reed Fritheld is to choose one to front to attack, let me give you my advice. Attack the Warg Riders to the east. They pose a threat to our hunters, and without the provisions gathered by hunters, Stoke will not last the siege. However, should we defeat these foes, not only would it weaken the enemy, but it would strengthen our position. Would you bring my advice to the Reeve? Trophies, a battle for the children. Indeed, Frithbert is my son and his father's, so I do not doubt that he will be a great warrior when he comes into his own. Indeed, let us watch for suitable trophies that they may display with pride. Baldwin believes that we should dispatch the Warg Riders to the east. His plan has merits, though he also missed the point that they are a weaker foe as well, and thus more quickly dispatched. Dill, I do this every time, though. I yawn a lot during the streams, you know this. Indeed, if you are ready to ride, I am prepared as well. Let us call our friends together and be off.
Baldmund, leader of the refugees from Torsbury, convinced Reeve Frithil that the first threat they should deal with are the Warg Riders in the east, which prevent the hunters of Stoke from provisioning the townsfolk for the coming siege.
What brings you to these lands?
Let us to arms, friend. These goblin vermin shall feel the wrath of the riders. I'm not a lore master or yawn master. I'm a rune keeper. I am the melee rune keeper. You know this. You've known this for, well over a year and a half since the first stream we ever did.
Oh, where's she going?
Heck if I know.
Well, she can't die.
The master is not in my title. I am rune keeper.
The rune sleeper.
Yawn keeper is a little more appropriate or accurate. Have you collected trophies for the children?
I've gotten at least some.
I've gotten the 4 I needed.
I haven't really been paying attention.
It popped up on my screen. That's the only reason I know. Hey, why can't you not stop yawning?
Because you're sleepy.
I guess. Did you still want to go to the store today if it's raining?
I mean, we need to go to the store either way.
We could just Instacart.
They've been doing so badly lately. And besides, we need lots of fruit and veg.
Okay, we can go.
It'll be good for us.
Yeah, basically, Dill. That's kind of what the kids were asking for.
She's just off on a sightseeing tour.
Apparently.
Keep hitting the edge of the instance.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't help that she's just riding out like this.
Well, she's following a certain patrol path.
True. But the patrol path, I don't think, should take us that close to the edge of the instance.
Once she's in combat, then she rides around as necessary for combat.
Not fair.
Oh, there's a named dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Prounk.
So there are. So there be.
Kids need this head specifically.
Oh, definitely. Need to have it mounted on a spear out in front of the house. How many Warg Riders do we need to defeat with her?
Well, considering that we're on the group with the named guy, we're probably pretty close to done.
I would hope so.
No, we have to kill every Warg Rider in Rohan.
Wait, can you really, Dill? I mean, she's still going.
There might be some other guy left alive. I'm still in combat.
I mean, yeah, there's this one spearman right here, but...
Yeah, probably have to wipe all of them out.
Ah, cool. I'll have to look into that.
Do you need one?
No, I'm probably good for the time being. Okay, well, what else is, who else is left?
You're the last
Oh, right here.
Goblin Rider.
What brings you to these lands?
The foe has fallen, but at what cost? Alas, for poor Baldmund.
Apparently he died.
Oh, well, you're in for a treat. Clone Wars is great, Dill. Come, Vontu, let us depart from this bloody field. Baldmund was the townsfolk guy, right?
Yeah.
Or he was the traitor.
What business
We
have
were
you with
victorious,
Torsbury?
but at a heavy loss. Poor Baldmund was not a warrior born and should have remained here to speak for the common folk. Alas, his presence shall be missed in this hall in the days to come, for he tempered valiance with wisdom. No, okay, maybe he is dead. It was a waste of time and effort and a life to harry the goblins. Saruman and Mordor both breed them like flies. There is a closer threat that will eat at us like a canker. My scouts tell me that the half-blood brigands from the Stone Deans are attempting to infiltrate Stoke and sway the people against Reeve Frithheld. This threat must be put to an end, or we will see the Dunlendings marching upon this town.
Will you aid
Do you want to go give gifts to the children before we do this?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Because we got presents for them. We didn't bring them heads, unfortunately.
They might want more than they might want heads off these next guys. Just a
They
thought.
want more human-looking heads.
Yeah, potentially.
They want like skulls, like the Ewoks. So that way we can play the Yub Yub song on skulls.
Those were helmets.
There was a skull inside them.
Are the orcs
I mean,
going to
the
eat
Ewoks
us?
are scary, but these are wonderful trophies. I know what I shall do with this breastplate. It shall be well displayed, and I shall learn to wield this sword with honor. Cool, we're giving a kid
I'm afraid to go out at
give
night.
a weapon. With these I shall follow in my mother's footsteps as a shield maiden of Rohan. Thank you, good runekeeper. Oh gosh, my Discord's blowing up right now.
Ignore it.
Right now, I don't really think I can. That's the problem.
You can for another hour.
I'm gonna have to.
Or 40 minutes at least.
Oh crap, that's right. I've got the podcast that I have to be on an hour after we're done here. Completely forgot about that until just now. Dang it.
At least you didn't forget about it until 12:45.
Yeah. I really think we might just need to Instacart stuff. So I feel I'm going to be doing a lot of work today.
Our
These
mission
brigands
is
which
done.
Grimar speaks of, are they the same that troubled Usserley and infiltrated Torsbury? Then indeed I agree with him. That this is a treachery that can only harm the people of the Acres. I will gather our companions and ride out to meet these villains. Join us at our encampment to the south of the town.
That is not south.
That indeedly is not south.
On the other side of the river.
I broke my leg.
I did too.
Why do I follow you off cliffs like that? I
It
know I
wasn't
should
even
always
that bad
expect
of a
it.
cliff.
I know I should always expect it. At least it's not like, Geralt, where like you drop 3 inches and you die.
But he does get some cool sliding.
He does, but again, you drop 3 inches and you die.
Oh, are we not mounted?
What brings you
Your
to
timing
these
is sound,
lands?
Vontu. We have only just returned from patrolling the area. The enemy is indeed present and will be upon us soon. Prepare yourself. Their numbers are greater than we imagined. Here they come. Defend yourself. Oh, I guess we're not mounted. She still has a ring above her head.
We might have to do this twice.
It would... Let's see. Use the camp to summon... Yep, we're going to have to do this twice.
The thing is, you're the one who summoned her.
No, I'm not. I'm pretty sure you did.
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
I didn't touch the camp. I just went and talked to her.
Okay, odd. I don't remember touching camp. Maybe I
I
did.
definitely did not touch the campfire, I'll tell you that much. That's alright, it's not like it's that big a deal to do this twice. Just more chances for homicidal sociopathy.
Oh no! Dude died.
Who did not see that one coming?
Gonna keep running out of dudes.
That's kind of what I figured was going to happen in the storyline. Oh boy, oh boy, ow, 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 ow! Gosh dang it!
What got you?
The fact I'm squishy. And I can't do anything right. Like, ever. Alright, well, I'm on my way.
Oh, there's a named dude here.
Oh, apparently we successfully defend... Wait. It said successfully defend, but then I still need to talk to her at her camp.
Yeah, come talk to her and see if you can just finish the quest and she'll be like, oh, another friend dead. What a sad day.
Yeah, probably will say that.
It's a sorry day.
Something like that.
Leave me to my misery.
What brings
Yet
you to
another
these lands?
Did she just disappear on you?
She did. Like I said, I can't do anything right.
Our mission is dire.
Yet another faithful retainer has perished. Captain Grimar was the backbone of my garrison. He will be greatly missed. We must make the White Hand pay for its treachery. I shall return to Stoke at once. Meet me there, Vontu.
At least they didn't make you do the whole thing.
He's
over
right
again.
here. He's right here. He's right here.
We brought him back. We're necromancers.
We broke the game. Yeah, I have not been playing well today. By the look of things.
That's all good.
You like never die. I've died like 3 times this stream.
You are squishier. Oh, actually, I did see something that I don't know why us being necromancers reminded me of it, but in Dragonflight,
Mhm.
that you can have somebody follow you while you're doing your dragon riding,
Mhm.
and either they get on your dragon and you control it, and you turn into a whelp, or they turn into a whelp and follow you as you dragon ride around.
Oh, cool. Interesting.
But yeah, we can turn into whelps.
Interesting.
We're dragons. We've been dragons all along. That's what the whole character's special thing is. Maybe we're infinite dragons and we've been messing with the timeline this whole time.
Will you aid the horse?
I'm grateful for your assistance, Vontu, but the time has come for a greater show of strength. The folk we fought in the south were of my own kind, half of Dunlington blood, with blood of the mark, and likely from the Stone Deans. I find it offensive that they should be slaughtered so, and without the opportunity to explain themselves, all because they were not of pure Rohirrim blood. The true evil comes from the west, the Dunlendings, who invade our lands and fill the minds of my people with lies and deceit. The Dunlending captain who leads the invaders at Bard Doram oft leads assaults against the gates of Stoke, or rides the plains with his guards. Slay him, and the foe shall be put to flight.
Our mission is dire.
I understand Dudsig's frustrations, but I do not ask pardon for protecting my riding. I grant, however, that he is correct in that the true responsibility for this evil belongs to this Cledwyn. Therefore, I have decided to bring the justice of Grimmar down upon his barbarian head. Ordlac and I will set up camp to the west, meet us there, and we will watch for Cledwyn's appearance.
Ooh.
Isn't that the warband that we've been trying to avoid?
Yes. Which, if we had killed the warband, would it break the story?
I don't know.
I mean, probably not,
Probably
but...
not, because it would just respawn and we could kill it again. Not that I particularly care to do so.
Can I not use this gap in the fence?
No, I've tried that.
Oh, that's a lame gap in a fence.
Yep.
Oh, okay, we're actually going out a bit.
You know, at some point we need to go back and do like the Watcher and the Water quest, because I still have that in my inventory. Or in my quest log. Just saying we should go back and do that at some point.
Maybe. Alright, I'm messing with the camp.
Okay, as am I.
What brings you to
Avantu,
these
we found
lands?
Cledwyn and have drawn him to this place. On your guard, here he comes. It still says use the campfire to summon her.
Yeah, I think that doesn't change.
But it did change color.
Oh look, it's Cledwyn himself.
And look, I'm being squishy again.
Well then heal!
I'm trying.
Oh, this dude's got a lot of health.
Gosh dang it.
He's a boss man.
I know, but it's just like, I keep being so easily taken out, it feels like. Like I'm having to just spam healing on myself.
Will you aid the
Am I like
horse
under-geared at this point?
Oh,
I don't think so, because the gear I've got is
think
about on
so.
par with what I'm getting. Grimmar is avenged, but I fear that the invasion has not been hindered. I will return at once to Stoke and consider our next action. Meet me there.
Maybe you've just been drawing more threat than you can perhaps handle.
Maybe. That's just weird. Alright, see you later, Dilt.
Bye. Hey, we didn't lose any friends on that one.
That's true. I was about to point that out. Normally, it's the person's suggestion, a person who suggested the thing that ends up dying, but Dudsig managed to survive somehow.
No, I'm still not sure if we should trust him, because he seemed very unhappy that we did not die.
And he's especially unhappy about, you know, his people being killed without being given a chance to explain themselves.
He is a man who feels an injustice has been done.
So, and that can lead to lashing out. I confess that I am distressed, Vontu. The assaults on Stoke continue, and more Uruks and half-orcs arrive at Bar Dorum every day. We must find a way of halting their advance. It is clear, my friend, that the foe shall not be dismayed, but all the better, for we may yet gain great glory in battle. If we wish to rout the foe, we must strike at their heart. Let us make an assault upon their encampment to the west, Bar Dorum. The captains you noted there are likely the true leaders of this force. If we can lay them low, the invasion will at the very least be hindered from advancing until they can send more captains. Yeah, okay.
You gotta talk to her.
That's right. Indeed, Vontu, I am through with these invaders. Let us do as Orlek suggested. These servants of evil shall know the wrath of Stoke. Let us away at once.
Thane Ordlark of Arceley convinced Reeve Frithil to put an end to the White Hand's invasion once and for all by leading an assault against their camp at Barth Doram.
So we've come to it, Vontu. The enemy is great, but they shall soon know the courage and strength of the Riddermark. Yon gate is guarded by a great troll. We will need to slay the beast ere we can enter the encampment.
Huh? And don't switch to healing at any moment if you need to.
It's not the...
Ah, you put down a rock.
I did put down a rock. When I've got large groups like that, it makes sense.
Yeah.
What's this, like, green bubble around them? Is that like a shield?
It's a buff. If you look at their buffs, you'll see
Yeah.
that they have auras.
Where's that coming from?
I think it's native to them.
Oh, really? That's like the first time I think I've ever seen it. So,
Well, like, not every Uruk has it, but some do.
it seemed like most of them in that group did.
Yeah. You're on fire.
There we go.
Just very casually on fire. Watch this one be the least squishy you've been.
Probably. That's what it's painting out to be right now.
Well, we're kind of just eating through these groups.
Yeah, we are. Your army is routed, monster. Now you shall know the vengeance of Frithald, shield maiden of Rohan. Do you truly believe that you have come this far of your own ability, White Skin? You have fallen blindly into the trap set for you. And your friends shall fall. Farewell, shield maiden of Rohan.
I think that's the second time we've been told that we've fallen blindly into a trap today.
Yep. I believe you are correct. Last time we were told that I died. This time, thankfully, I did not. I think the Uruk spoke truly. This must have been a trap. Hark, I hear the steps of many orc boots. Let us hie ourselves from this place, lest we become trapped.
I just did some double jumping.
Our mission is dire.
The battle was well fought, and the foe felt our wrath, yet I am still not convinced of our victory. I am troubled, Vontu. Due to phasing conditions, to continue the Broadacre storyline, you must have completed Epic Volume 3, Book 12, Chapter 8. Have we done so? No, we've gone up to Chapter 3.
Yeah, we've not done that yet.
Okay, so do we need to pick up Chapter 12? Or do we need to pick up the Epic book, the storyline again?
Did you hit finish or did you hit not hit finish?
I hit finish. I mean, at this point, we're stuck. We can't do anything.
Yeah, so let's go to the epic book. Tracking. Let's go to Aldberg.
I don't suppose we have that unlocked as a fast travel point.
Not yet, but we can get closer.
Okay.
Trying to figure if I decide if Edoras or Middlemead is closer. Or Entwade would actually be closest. So let's go to Entwade.
Okay.
Out of my way, people. Well, that's not an option.
Okay, then.
Edoras.
Oh, wait, no, we need
What?
Mithril coins to do that, to go to Aldberg. Okay.
And if you want to save a second, just dismount off your taxi horse the moment the loading screen pops you back in.
Okay. Do we want to get started on Aldberg today, or do you want? Should we leave that for next week?
Up to you.
I'm kind of inclined to leave it for next week, just because it could be a nice natural starting point for the next stream, and I do have to, kind of shower and get ready and stuff for this podcast that I'm going to be on, so and make sure that all the tech testing and everything is done and good to go.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So-
I mean, let's get there and find the stable master, and we can get off then.
Okay. But this has been fun.
We really need to get back into doing this more regularly.
I mean, we've been doing better. We are here 2 weeks in a row, and we'll be here next week. We won't be here the week after that because it's going to be I'm going to be
Eventing away.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to the following week. To the week after this coming one. Oh, I'm very much dreading every second of it. But, we've done what we can.
Ooh, we have outleveled that Urukai warrior.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. That the Aldberg quest was green. So,
I mean, technically at 94, I think we are one level from where the cap max was at the end of this expansion.
well, and we still have the road to Dunharrow, which we can't do until we get through Book 12, Chapter 5, and Book 12, Chapter 6. So we've still got... We have a lot that's waiting on us doing the epic quest line here.
Yep. These guys are still dead.
Yep. That Reeve is still probably consumed with grief.
And in jail.
That too. The road from Edoras to Aldberg sees much traffic, which makes it an attractive place for orcs to attack. You should be wary as you journey to Aldberg and deal with any threats that arise.
Were you able to get the quest?
Yeah, White Hand orcs have overturned the cart, so I now need to defeat 6. And I've gotten 2.
Yeah, just keep interacting.
I mean, if it works. Ah, dang it, did not position myself well enough there. This orc attack has been quelled, but it is only a matter of time before another one occurs. Nevertheless, you have made travel somewhat safer between Aldberg and Edoras.
Oh, got another supply of them.
Are you serious?
Just run!
Damn, those guys respawn quick.
We might not have needed to interact a second time.
I'm gathering that impression. Dangers await along the road that leads from Edoras to Aldberg. You should deal with any threats that appear. You have defeated the orc attack along the road to Aldberg. The likelihood of another occurring is high, but for now the road is safe. Alright,
Look, they're there again.
Gosh dang it.
Just run. These guys are melee, so they'll drop off quicker.
I know, but still just... Man, they respawn quick. At least you can summon them out during, or at least you can summon them in War Steed if you're in combat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, it's our friend.
Been a while since we've seen him. We have arrived at Eomir's home of Aldberg. It looks... well? Horn looks around, and his normally diplomatic and open face is uncharacteristically clouded with disappointment. I've never been to Aldberg before, but it does not appear as I have always pictured it. The walls are crumbling, and the buildings have fallen into disrepair. I do not think the town was left in this state when Eomir left for Edoras. Let us walk through the city and see if my first impression is mistaken. Alright, well, let's get the stable master, and then next week we can start assisting Aldberg.
I do not
Or
know
aiding
what
Aldberg.
Or aiding Aldberg, either way.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
But yeah, so gonna call it a little short today on the stream. But thank you so much for being a part of it today. Thank you so much for being here. We will be back next week. But until then, I'm Banlin,
I'm Yummy Elf.
and this is Cowolf Gaming. We'll catch you in the next one.